to me like it's becoming a cycle where at the start of the new year, you start off with so much energy and write out a list of stuff you want to change, things you want to start doing, and things you want to stop doing. We are going at it for like a week, and then many of us basically go out to doing the things that we usually do, right? So we just back to normal, and then it's like, oh, this year was such a lovely year, and then we go to December, and then January, and it's like a vicious cycle. It leave us feeling frustrated, and I feel like there's no way out, like we're stuck, or we're like on a hamster's wheel, and we're just running, and we're not really getting anywhere. You need to ask yourself if you're willing to confront those beliefs and habits that have helped you survive this far, but they are limiting your growth past this level. My name is Daniela and I'm a medical student, as you probably know, and I'm also a social media influencer. And I have dabbled a bit into self personal development. And because of my interest in it, I've gained knowledge that helped me change my perspective in the way I look at these things, in the way I look at goal setting and achieving stuff, and basically reinventing myself. Has actually helped me become successful in it, and that's what I want to share with you in this video today. I'm going to tell you why we don't do the things we say we will do at the start of the year. The first one is that we hyper glamorize the results, like the things we want to accomplish, yet we don't fully acknowledge the amount of work it's going to take to get us to that point. And I see this a lot in our vision board culture. You make the vision boards, but like how many times in a year do we actually go back to look at it? Like it just looks good, it looks nice, like traveling to wherever, this top destinations, or owning this car, or being a straight A student. Like it looks good on paper, yeah, and we tend to live in dreamland. We're not real with ourselves about how much work it's going to take to transform us from this lazy, unmotivated person to somebody that is driven to succeed at stuff and to put in the work. The second is that we are trying to change every single thing about ourselves overnight. We want to go from A to Z in one night. And it doesn't work like that. And it manifests in the kind of goals. I don't want to say the kind of goals we set, but the way we set the goals that we have for ourselves. Because you're this person, you struggle to wake up at 7 a.m. even, right? And okay, for the new year, you want to be someone that wakes up early and has a whole morning routine. You now say, okay, I wake up by 9 a.m. So for my goal, I want to start waking up by 5. Just like that. Like your body is used to doing something. And for you to think that your body can just change in the blink of an eye, like it takes time. These things take time, and we have to realize that we cannot change every single thing about ourselves in one instance. In as much as we want to, it's a process that takes years, and that's just the truth. If you just change one simple thing about yourself every month, the person you'll be in December will be completely different from the person you are right now. You're ignoring your habits, and habits are the key to any change that you want to make. Habits are basically how do I put it? It it all boils down to your habits. Every single change you want to make, every single thing you want to accomplish, the kind of person you want to become, all boils down to your habits. And I think people don't realize that it is in changing your habits that you change yourself. Because a habit is a routine, and a habit is something that you do without thinking. Like, say you binge watching a particular series on Netflix when you have an assignment to do. It's not that you don't know you have an assignment to do, and it's not that you don't know you're close to your deadline, but you are just accustomed to binge watching shows on Netflix every night. So it is a habit, and when you replace bad habits with good habits, that's how you set yourself up to win. You're waiting to be motivated before you take action, and you won't always be motivated. Matter of fact, you will only be motivated like 1% of the time. So you actually have to build a muscle, and that muscle is called discipline. You have to get used to doing stuff even when you absolutely do not feel like it. Yeah. Next, you have the wrong motives. Let me pick up my microphone.
You have the wrong motives for wanting the things you say you want for yourself.
What could even be worse than that is that you don't even have any motives for doing the things you say you want to do. And motives are very important because at the point where you want to give up, you have your anchor. Your motive is your anchor. You have something that reminds you why you're doing what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be a strong why, but it has to be a true why. So you have to be honest about why you want the thing you say you want. And if the reason is strong enough, yes. This next one, a lot of us are guilty of. We spend so much time setting these goals, but we don't invest as much time into making a plan on how we plan to accomplish these goals. The truth is that my intrusive thoughts are winning. The success is in the plan, right? You fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's in the process, it's in the how, it's in you actually doing the work. Because you just setting these goals, they're not going to magically accomplish themselves. I can set my goals and I can make my vision board, and then I'll just lie down in one place and sleep. And I'll just continue doing the same things I've been doing the previous year, and I'll be expecting different results. Where does it happen? Nowhere. You're a perfectionist and you're stuck in analysis paralysis. You're waiting for everything to be perfect before you start, and everything will be 100% at the same time. That's why you haven't started, because nothing is at 100 yet. You're expecting it to be easy, and you start and you find out that it's not. So you get disappointed and you give up. It's not going to be easy. It is literally the hardest thing you can do. Literally, like, no part of it is easy. Maybe except making the vision board, because it's nice to dream. But no part of it is easy. And I guess that is the part that is so crucial to understand, because if you know it isn't easy, you're not expecting it to be easy. And when it is hard, you know that you have to keep going regardless. Whether you like it or not, you're prioritizing your comfort over your rebrand. And you really get to the point where you have to ask yourself, which one is more important to you? Because personally, I know in 2022, my comfort was more important. Hence why I made the decisions I made, and why I was as relaxed as I was. And it's okay if your comfort is more important to you than becoming a better person, but just don't act surprised at the end of the year when you haven't accomplished most of the things that you set out to accomplish. I just bought myself, voila. So, what is the right approach to follow while setting goals? First is prayer. I find that praying to God for direction and inspiration on how to set these goals is most beneficial, because God's way is the best way, and with His direction and with His leading, you find out that things go better than they would have gone if you just did it yourself. And a lot of times too, we think small, we think too small, but God is like, this is how far I want to take you, right? And this is how high I want you to go. And our thinking is too little. So this is why we need to ask for His guidance. And also, God might not just want to prosper or bless you just for you. He wants to bless you so you can bless other people. So focus on one goal per time. Try God. Just kill me. Feeling outside is no joke. Anyways, don't try to do everything all at once, because you're going to overwhelm your mind and it's just going to be so exhausting, because like I said, changing is hard. And imagine trying to change 20 things, 10 things all at the same time. You're obviously going to crash and you're going to give up, and you're just going to go back to settling into old habits, which is not what we want, right? We want 2023 to be different. The next thing is to set goals of the process, not necessarily the destination. So you know that eventually you want to lose weight. Okay, what do you need to do to lose weight? You have to check your diet. You have to make sure you're eating the right foods. You have to walk away. You have to work out. You have to increase your daily steps. So instead of just setting a goal like, I want to lose 3 kg by the end of this month, you can say instead, my goal is to get in 3 workouts this week. Do you get? So you're setting a goal for the process, and automatically once you hit the goal of that process, which is working out 3 times that week, and you stay consistent with that, you're definitely going to eventually lose the 3 kg which you do intend to lose, because then you're more inclined to do the work and actually be invested and involved in the process. Make a plan, a detailed plan on how exactly you intend to go from point A to point B. Spend more time making the plan than glamorizing the goal. If you get what I mean? Like, your focus should be on the journey, not necessarily the end. If you're focused on the journey, you obviously get to the end. It's just like you're running a 100-meter hurdle race, right? You're so focused on the end that you fail to see an obstacle that is right in front of you that you need to jump over to get to the end, right? So just focus on putting one foot in front of the other, and inevitably you're going to get to your goal. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So focus on your plan, focus on your process, and the process is the plan. In as much as you're planning, don't be too rigid with your planning. It's always beneficial to make room for change, because things are about to change. You might try out something and now this thing doesn't work, and there should be room for you to adjust, to make adjustments without staying down or without wanting to give up or without giving up on the whole plan in total. I hope this video was beneficial to you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and if you also have things that are working for you, right, please share them so we can all grow together and actually become the better people that we hope to become in 2023. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and share. If you found this helpful, please share to people you want to see win in 2023.